Our restroom has been in 3 travel shows, 2 newscasts, YouTube and TikTok videos, and I officiated a wedding in the restroom.
So this truck right here was the original inspiration for Tomater. Good morning from Texas. I'm in Amarillo. Behind me is the highway, and today's spot is a little bit of an artsy one. It is sort of similar to a very famous one, but I guess it's a smaller version of it. Welcome to Slug Bug Ranch. It's just like Cadillac Ranch, except they have a bunch of VW bugs here. This is cool. Now, I'm gonna see if I could get some spray paint. I probably will get it further down the road, and then I'll hit Cadillac Ranch. This was along the way, so I decided to check it out. Probably less crowded than Cadillac Ranch. Super cool. Cool way of recycling and adding spots for people to display their art. There we go. The Big Texan Slug Bug Ranch. I feel like this would be cool for like a music video or something like that. So they also have rentals over here, and I think that's why this little new spot appeared, because they want to draw people in towards their rental. The Big Texan is the restaurant that has the 72-ounce steak, if I'm not mistaken. Well, as we can say, no bugs were squashed during this making of this. They weren't squashed, but they were buried. Cool spot. Made it to everyone's favorite spot to shop at, Wally World. About to pick up some spray paint and then go see another roadside oddity, and then the ranch, Cadillac Ranch. We found it, the paint aisle. Now, a very hard decision. What color should I get? These are even cheaper. Gloss white, whatever. They know their demographic target audience. Just put their own brand or whatever other brand spray paint out there, because that's what they're going to use anyways. This works for me. Being in Texas, I feel like there's only 2 things that represent the state pretty much, which is big things and guns. So that's why I stopped at this spot, because I feel like it represents it pretty well. This is the Second Amendment cowboy. So it used to be a muffler man, and then it was reconditioned or repurposed to be a Second Amendment cowboy. Not sure about its height. If you look at the pistols, they're smokers. And let me come around and see it up closer. Over here they have 3 different Cadillacs, each driven by a famous person, I guess. Let's see. Hey, there's John Wayne. We have Willie Nelson in this one. And you can't have a pink Cadillac without Elvis Presley. Here's the man himself. beautiful car. Let's see. So this is at the Cadillac RV Park. It's not too far from the actual Cadillac Ranch. Let's see. Look at these guns. Texas-sized guns, right? He's taking an oath to his right to bear arms. You can pause it here if you want to read this. Now the plaque didn't give me any information as far as the height of it or weight. So I will go inside because there's a gift shop here. And I'll check that out. Talk to the person inside. That's a cool mural. This way to Amarillo. Don't mess with Texas. That's the motto. Oh, yeah. That's cool. Come and take it. Definitely fitting for the Second Amendment cowboy here. It's a cool Cadillac.
Yeah, that's I can't remember what year it is, but it's a real Cadillac Eldorado Gold Edition.
That's awesome.
It used to be in a restaurant here in town, and they closed up and sold it to this place.
Even better. Didn't have to break one apart to get it up on your wall.
Right.
That's cool. Do you guys have any association with Cadillac Ranch, or
not really?
Just the name, it's just Cadillac RV.
I believe Cadillac Ranch itself is all open domain. So
okay.
They can't copyright anything involved with it, so
okay.
The owners aren't associated with the guy who did it. The only association is just the name.
Okay. And I'm pretty sure the company, the car company, is not gonna sue y'all either, because no. You guys are not openly using their logo. Right. So I spoke to the employee inside. He wasn't sure of the height of the cowboy. Would guess somewhere about 35-40 feet. He did say these smokers have never been used. So I guess it's safe to say no one was smoked with these guns. No one, or anything at least, was smoked with these guns. But that's a cool little stop. That's at the Cadillac RV Park in Amarillo, Texas, if you're looking for it. Made it to Cadillac Ranch. Actually, I thought it would be a whole lot further, but you can actually see where I was just at over there in the horizon. This reminds me of Graffiti Highway in Centralia before it shut down. It's actually one of my episodes up there if you want to check it out. It's like a middle of a field with the Cadillacs buried in there, and if you forgot your paint, then they have this big old truck here with paint for you to purchase. Thankfully I bought my own. It's been around since 1974. Honestly, now that I see this, I feel like Slug Bug was probably cooler. Smaller. There's more vehicles there, more things to paint. But you have to do the iconic thing. And this is it. This is the iconic one, the original one. On Route 66. Cool art installation. Here we are. If it rains, is a problem because it looks like it gets very muddy here. Wonder how many pounds of paint is on that thing. Holy crap, that's crazy. Wonder what year these cars are from. It's got quite a bit of paint on them. That's cool. Time to leave my mark. It's pretty windy today, so it might be a little harder. There's a lot of pounds of paint there. Somebody stuck that in. Oh, totally stuck it in there, but it's just sitting in the hole perfectly there. That's crazy. That's still not even dry. That's cool though. All right, let's try it on this whole side here.
What color do you want?
very windy today. Very windy. It's not like that. You can probably see it. Kind of, sort of. Let's try a more flat spot. There we go. That's a better spot. There we go. A little better. Look at that. I've officially left my mark on the ranch. Yeah, I'd recommend bring your own paint if you ever come out here. I'm not sure what the truck costs, but I'm pretty sure it's more expensive at the truck than it would be to just bring your own. I gave the other can to a gentleman that was over there. Well, that's off the bucket list. I will have to do that again though one day, and that'll be when I do Route 66. At least that's the goal. I would like to do Route 66. So the paint is $7.50 a can here. I'm a little hungry, so now I'm gonna check out a spot that a local recommended to me. I'm at Dwyer's Barbecue. Let's see how they do it out in Amarillo. I think this might actually be my first true Texas barbecue experience. I've had Buc-ee's, but it's just Buc-ee's. It's not the same as a regular actual restaurant. Well, this is a good sign. I think I went with the cowboy, but I ended up getting ribs, pulled pork, and brisket in here. Let's see if I could down all of this. Had to dissect it a bit, so throw my onion rings to the side so I could get to the meat in here. Start devouring this.
A few moments later.
Well, that about sums up my experience. Very good. Well, that was some good food. My waiter didn't believe I was gonna eat it all, because when she brought it out, well, I asked her the portion. It's like they're pretty big, and I was like, okay, I'll do this one. I did the cowboy special, which was 3 different meats, and then I had a bunch of other things with it. And so she brought it to the table, and she was like, I hope you're hungry. I was like, I got this. And so I finished it all, but it was really good food. Cleaned the plate. I would definitely do it again. Now that I'm fed, now I could hit the road happy. Thank you for the recommendation on this spot. I'm forgetting your name right now. You work at the RV park where I stopped with the Second Amendment Cowboy. I appreciate your help. I appreciate your recommendation. Definitely a good spot. Well, I'm on the side of the road, and it's not because I'm broken down. It's to document this milestone. Now, this doesn't mean it's the end of the adventure. It just means it's the beginning of bigger adventures. This is my 48th state. Now, I started this journey in 2019. Before I even had YouTube. I started my YouTube in 2020. Started it because of you guys, you know. I was fine just doing it by myself, but it's a little more fun bringing friends along. And I'm nothing but honored to have you guys follow my journey as a sickle cell warrior. I never used it as my crutch, and I don't let it define my character. But let this be your motivation to do what you want to do and follow your dreams, regardless of your condition. May it be physical, mental, emotional, etc. Something out of your control. Do things within your limits, or push your limits if you know where they're at. But same way I did this, you can do this. I'm just an average Joe. So that being said, get out there and venture. We will be hitting a bunch of spots in New Mexico, and obviously the next goal for this truck is driving it to Alaska. It's been to a bunch of the states in the United States. It wasn't the original vehicle that I did my first big trip in, but it is definitely one of my trip vehicles. So yeah, get out there and follow your dreams, because you too can make them happen. I'm calling you from the side of a highway, but I'm okay. I just wanted to call you and let you know that I made it to my 48th state. Thank you. Thank you for all of your support. It took 6 years so far to get here. You've been there through all of it. You've helped me out. Without you, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. Just want to say thank you. I wish you were here, but I'll send you photos of my adventures, you know? Yeah. Yeah. But just wanted to say thank you, wanted to show you. So this is my 48th state, and the last one I was missing in the lower 48. So that means my adventures are only gonna get bigger.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they're only gonna get bigger and they're only gonna get crazier. Hopefully you're there with me and not just worrying about me. Yeah. But thank you for everything. I'll give you a call later when I'm somewhere that is not the side of the highway. But I made it to New Mexico. Well, if you're one of the originals who has known me before I had a channel, you know what these stickers are about. I don't have many of these and I no longer tag them everywhere, but I think this one's worthy of it here. These are all over the country from my first trip where I did 25 states in a road trip. I've driven to all 48 states. All you need is a vehicle, some mode of transport, or just the determination, and you can do it too. Find a little marker, Llanos Estacado. Rising above these red earth lowlands to the south, it's the Llanos Estacado, or staked plains, a high plateau covering some 32,000 square miles in eastern New Mexico and adjacent areas in Texas. Topographically, it is one of the flattest areas in the United States and rises to 450 feet above the surrounding Great Plains. That's why we saw the changing in the landscape as we got closer to here. That's cool. But as I said, my condition is not a crutch. I see it as my motivation to do things, because we have a finite amount of time on this earth, you know? You gotta go out there and enjoy it, do things you want to do. For me, I like doing things that sort of push me outside of my comfort zone, because I found that a lot of the things I've done outside of my comfort zone are some of the more memorable or rewarding things I've done. And some of those things I never thought I was gonna be able to do before until I did it, you know? You can do the same thing, or you could be a little cautiously reckless like I do and push things within a certain threshold or a limit that you're willing to risk, you know? I'm not saying go out there and be reckless. I'm just saying be cautious when you're making plans. But yeah, get out there, venture, do it at your own pace. And yeah, I hope to see you out there on the road. Drop a comment, drop a like, let me know what you think. Recommend new places for me to check out. I will do a lot of these states over again just because I want to see them again, because the first time I did most of them, it was a little bit of a faster pace, but it took me 6 years and 1 month to the date to get to where I'm at today. So thank you for subscribing, thank you for following my journey. Please continue to do so, tell a friend, and yeah, thank you for everything. I was just looking at this tree, I was like, that looks cool. Whatever, is dried, still solid. And then I looked at this and I was like, that does not look like a rock per se. It's actually a petrified tree. You can see the rings. That is awesome. There's a lot of fossil remains actually in New Mexico. Let's see if we could find some, or at least some type of ancient type of preserved either establishments or ruins or whatever. Let's make that a goal for this one. Another stunning sunset. This time in New Mexico. My truck is pretty much on its side there. Welcome to the oldest house in the US from 1646.
So